They beat their division rival Steelers in the playoffs, leading by as many as 28 points in the game. But it's been a long climb for fans in Cleveland because when you look at it, remember just 4 years ago, the team went winless, 0-16 in just the second time in NFL history. They won 11 games this past year, which was 3 less than they had won over the previous 4 seasons. It was also the first time they had a winning season since 2007. So I want to bring Kimberly in for this part of the discussion because we were sitting around wondering, thinking about this, how amazing it was that the Browns popped on the radar and went to the playoffs last year and won a game. Guys, which team is this year's Browns? Marcus, I'll start with you.
All right, before I get the eye rolls and Rob Ning talk about you just so committed.
They're coming.
I don't want to hear it, okay? I do not feel like dealing with y'all today. Ryan, you cool because you always give me some grace on this. The Dallas Cowboys. It's the Dallas Cowboys, y'all.
Everybody's eyes are rolling.
I get it.
Except me.
I get it, and I know y'all know the affinity that I have for the Dallas Cowboys, but the bottom line is this. At some point, we got to recognize the perfect storm for the football team last year. It was the worst possible situation you could try to play a football season in. They had a starting quarterback by the name of Ben DiNucci play. They had 5 offensive linemen that did not have more than 3 years total experience playing in the National Football League. A defense that had guys out of position every single Sunday because McCarthy wanted to hire Mike Nolan, I guess because they was cool. But whatever. Listen, the Dallas Cowboys will resurge. They'll go to the playoffs this year, and it'll be the team that resembles the Cleveland Browns. And ironically, the Browns before the 11-5 season were 6-10 as well.
They were ass.
The Cowboys record from last year.
Okay, Rob, who you got?
Look, I'm going to stay in this division with the Cowboys. I'm not going with the Cowboys. I'm going with the New York Giants. And on paper, if you look at what they've added to this roster, they got Daniel Jones coming back. Yes, they were the 31st ranked offense. I understand that. But you have a healthy Barkley coming back. You go out and you sign Galloway to a big contract at the receiver position. You go get Kyle Rudolph. So they're going to have 2 tight end sets with 2 good tight ends that can run routes. Their defense has gotten better. So I think the Giants under Joe Judge, don't say it, because I played for him. I think Joe Judge is going to have the Giants playing fast this year. So I think the Giants have a chance.
Ooh, the Giants.
Come on now, to beat the Cowboys,
I'm not mad at
the Eagles, to beat Washington, the football team. I think they can win a division. I'm going with the Giants.
All right, so you're saying there's a chance. Kimberly, who you got?
Ryan, why didn't we just name this segment the Homer segment? Because I know your pick is going to be the Eagles. Can we... surprise me a little bit, guys, just a little bit. So maybe Rob will be happy with this one, but I feel like everybody's so focused on Buffalo and Miami. Those are the teams that we should watch in the AFC East. I'm going with the Patriots. I feel like everybody's overlooking what Bill Belichick has built this offseason. Because you've got a team that retooled in the offseason. You got a head coach and 2 quarterbacks who are looking to prove that they're championship material. The Patriots spent $160 million in 9 days to revamp a team that went 7-9. Think about it. They had such a depleted roster and went 7-9. After all that cash, all these guys that they brought in, I expect the Patriots to make some noise.
Okay, and by the way,
Kimberly, Ryan.
Go ahead.
The one thing about this conversation is I don't have to worry about my quarterback situation. I'm going to just
have a winner
on the table and we're going to move forward. Go ahead, Ryan. I don't need to hear it, Kim and Rob. I don't need to hear it. Go ahead, Ryan. I got static.
Look. All I was going to say was I don't even have a pick in this segment, but if I did, it was going to be the Eagles. So anyway.
Okay, we knew that was coming. But you know what I have to say about this? When they start talking about the Giants, that they think that the Giants are going to win the division.
What? Why did we get a wide receiver? Why did we get a wide receiver? Why did we get a wide receiver?
Oh, they got your. Oh, damn, he a dog. Oh, shit, he is a dog.
He'll be there at the whole time.
That's a good pick. That's a good pick.
Well, good evening, friends. Mark Holmes here, of course, with my buddy Cowboy Jobu, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know this does not work. Let's get open for business here, and let's wake up those football gods. Wake up. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Let's do a mic check here to make sure our mic is working properly.
Mic sound nice, check 1. My mic sound nice, check 2. My mic sound nice, check 3. Are you ready?
Are you ready? What's up, Mike? How you doing this evening? Huh?
I'm doing okay.
You doing okay? Are you on that bandwagon of the Giants winning the division?
I think they'll be better than the Eagles.
You think they'll be better than the Eagles?
I don't think they're good enough to win the division.
What's their biggest holdup?
The offensive line.
You're not going to say Jason Garrett? You're not going to say Danny Dollar Store?
I think it's the offensive line.
You're not going to say broke down Barkley?
It's the offensive line.
Okay. All right. Well, let me give a shout out. Okay. Go.
Jason Garrett with the best offensive line. Actually, when towards the end of Tony Romo's season, beginning of Dak Prescott's season, was actually doing something.
True. Okay, all right. Well, here's what's interesting, because they tell us that the Cowboys, that our defense was ass, right?
It was
and that they can't improve, right? Because they're pretty much saying, well, the Dallas Cowboys defense is terrible, so they're going to have problems. So I'm trying to understand the Giants offense was 31st. The only offense that was worse than the Jets. Excuse me. The only offense that was worse than the Giants was the Jets. So they've got to do a whole lot more on offense than what our defense. At least our defense was 29th. I mean,
the Jets are going to be ass.
Right, but the Giants was just slightly ahead of them, 31st. So when they talk about saying that the Dallas Cowboys can't improve their defense, but they believe that the Giants, they're a well-built team, and they had a 31st offense, and they had their quarterback almost all season. I'm just like,
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Melex Jr., what's up? And let me get started with our ladies that are up in here. I saw Gina. What's up, Gina Thorne? Gina, you're not a thorn. You are a rose. You are a rose, Gina. I know I saw Stacey. Stacey was there for my premiere about an hour and a half ago, too. We were bringing up one of the videos. I see my boy Jet D. What's up, Jet D, the rodeo rider, not rodeo clown. How you doing tonight? I see Alan Dana Jet. I see Damon Crow. I see Derek Young. Welcome to the show tonight. Tonight, it is Friday night, and that means now it is time for us to collectively hold our breath for the next month. It is the 19th of July. Of June. 19th of June.
No, today's the 28th.
Huh? What?
Father's Day is on the 20th.
Would you even?
Today's the 18th.
Oh, 18th. Excuse me. 18th. All right.
But
you said 28. Now you really messed me up.
Well, no. See, today is a holiday. It's a
okay.
holiday.
All right. Anyway, come the 22nd of July, Lord Nova, come on over, man. What's up, Lord Nova?
Take the money out, all of it.
There we go. 1 month and 3 days from now, the team will be together in Oxnard with supervision for the next 33 days. The rookies are done with rookie school. The veterans are done with minicamp, OTAs, and everything else. The team turns them loose. And this is where you kind of get worried that I wake up in the morning and I look, Mike J in the house. What? Oh, what's up, Mike J? Mike, what's up? What's up? But this is where you collectively hold your breath, because the players know I got a month to enjoy myself, take it easy, and have some fun. And that's where we end up seeing, situations like Tyrone Crawford in Florida at a bar, and getting in a fight, You know, that's when we see Zeke Elliott in Las Vegas with his girl having a few many to drink and kind of giving a flipper to a guy who was what?
Yeah, but the girl couldn't say, hey.
Be cool.
I know. You there with your girl. She can hold you down for a minute. I guess she couldn't.
I guess she couldn't.
I guess she was just there for the dollar bill.
You know what? I like I said, two things that I hope and pray is that nobody gets in trouble with the Cowboys. Okay? That nobody gets in trouble with the Cowboys. And two, that they continue to put in the work, because I see Zeke Elliott looks like he's, got himself together. Because you'll remember last year this time, Zeke Elliott was unable to work out because he was dealing with COVID. Do y'all remember that? Mm-hmm. It was the 15th of June that he ended up announcing that, he's tested positive for COVID, and you get to see him kind of breathing a little heavy there, and kind of dealing with those situations and not able to work out for a couple of weeks. That was leading to training camp. So we don't want to have that kind of situation where he's not in shape. The year before, we ended up having the holdout where he was, hanging out in Cabo, running in the sand and stuff, and wasn't the guy that we need. We need him to be good. So I'm hoping that they stay there in Dallas, working out at Dax Field, stay there working at the Star, and stay out of trouble. Do we think that can happen? Are you worried? Do you care? You don't care? Oh my God. Where did I go wrong? You know what? I think I'm going to put an ad. I think I'm going to put across the crawler. I'm looking for a new son. Anybody want to become adopted? Okay. The prerequisites are you got to be ecstatic about the Dallas Cowboys. You're not ecstatic? I mean, you look like, I need to check your pulse over there. Why? You look like, we're talking about the Cowboys, and you look like you're dead.
What do you mean I look like I'm dead?
You ain't got, look, I talk about, you see how I'm lighting up the room.
See, you talk about you are you are in love with the Dallas Cowboys. You're in love with that star. You even wearing the star, right? Well, actually, I can't talk because I got the tattoos. So I can't talk.
Thank you. Okay, yeah, you got, I ain't branding myself. Okay, I got enough scars as it is.
This is the only reason I have the star is because I'm a third generation fan.
Look, Stacy agrees with me. She's like, you know what? But smack the boy. Make sure he's alive.
I'm a third generation
Check his pulse.
That's why I got the tattoo. Because
you're the third, yes. You're a legacy one. And you know what? The Cowboys better change the tune, or else he's going to die right here with him. He like, screw the Cowboys. He ain't going to pass it on.
I ain't going to screw the Cowboys.
Okay, all right. Well, right, because I got too much paraphernalia to pass down to you. Yeah. It'd be too hard to start over with a new team.
With nothing but signatures in it.
Legends.
Yeah, most of them are legends. I wouldn't count Tony Romo as a legend, but
okay.
Legends.
All right. Before we get on to the Cowboys here, Mike was, see, this is one of the reasons. There's many reasons why I love my kids.
Talking about the Bears.
D Stu, what's up, D Stu? Everybody, I want you to put thoughts and prayers for my man D Stu. He's dealing with a wound on his foot that's got to have a lot of healing, and we need the power of all of us together to help heal that foot. Okay, so everybody, give those thoughts, those prayers, and those good vibrations for my man, D Stu, okay? Who also, by the way, got himself a new camera. So when we start talking about fantasy football, and see, there's a different, I'm going to tell you, you know what my fantasy football is? My fantasy for football is that the Washington football team is 0-17. That the New York Giants are 0-17. And that the Philadelphia Eagles are 0-17. Now and the Cowboys are Super Bowl champions. Now that's fantasy football right there. Right. That's what I'm talking about, fantasy football.
You must have knocked yourself silly.
What do you mean?
Because
I know they can't, because they have to play each other. Okay, all right. So how about we say that they're 2-15? Okay,
they're at least gonna win one game.
Huh? I don't want them to win none.
They'll at least win one.
Well, they have to, or at least tie. They because they have to play each other and all that.
I don't know how it works out, but they'll probably win at least one. At least one of them will win at least one, and the other one might win 2, and the other one might win 3.
Okay, but okay. I just said, how often do we get our fantasy? I'd have had a lot. I'd have had a lot of fantasy. Ooh, boy. I remember. Oh, yeah, there's that one, and none of them come true. So it's. I got all kinds of fantasies. Doesn't mean it's gonna come true, but that's my fantasy football. All right. So before we get on to our Cowboys, your man Pat McAfee, okay, Pat McAfee, FYI, who I do have a picture of Pat McAfee with Jobu. I met Pat McAfee in 2013. He was funny back then. He was really funny. I said he was funny even back then.
He still is.
I'm gonna knock this mother humper out. I'm gonna beat him senseless. You lucky it's Father's Day. All right. Anyway, I'm glad you're good, my brother Alan. I'm doing great being here with my Cowboys family. I like hearing that, Derek Young. The Bears, Mr. Reggie Smith, kicking barbecue. Man, look.
Yeah, I'm just going to call it
kicking. Look, you know what? I love some kicking barbecue. That means it's got to be spicy. The Bears. I didn't get the whole story of it.
What they're doing is they're looking at purchasing. They put a bid in it already.
It was a racetrack park, right?
Arlington Race Course or something like that.
Yeah. Outside of the city of Chicago.
Where'd you say that was, St. Clair?
Huh?
You said St. Clair?
Santa Carla. Yeah. Okay, so
that's close.
Okay, if any of you guys have been to the 49ers Stadium, okay, not Candlestick, which used to be down on the waterfront in San Francisco. Now, they moved about 40 miles south at Santa Clara. And I'm telling you, when the Super Bowl was out there, we stayed at the airport, which is kind of in the middle. So it was like 20 miles north to go to San Francisco where they had everything set up. And then it was 20 miles south to go to the game. It's not really San Francisco, it's Santa Clara. And I mean, you could say that it's really not the Dallas Cowboys, it's really Arlington. But Arlington's a lot closer, at least, to Dallas than we're talking about Santa Clara. So what the Bears are looking at doing is buying this place that's outside of Chicago.
On it because they want to expand that.
Right. So it's like, was it 40 acres? So it's like a racetrack or something like that that they're looking at buying, and I think it's 2023 is the soonest that they could do something with it.
No, or they can move.
That they can move.
They can build,
but it'll take a couple of years because they got to design it unless they do it like FedEx Field where they designed it as they were building it, which is why it was a piece of shit.
They ain't going to do that.
They were literally, okay, we're building the stadium, okay, and they're doing design work as they are literally building it, and that's why that stadium is as bad as it is because they built in a rush because Jack Hitt Cook wanted it done before he died, and he knew the end was near. And so that was a terrible stadium. But the Bears, to me,
but it's not.
If you've ever been to Chicago,
it's all that.
It's downtown. It's on the water, on the lake, and it's got the wind and everything else, the cold weather and the bear thing. So I'm assuming that it'll probably be a dome stadium.
It might be.
Because they'll look at it and say, we can get a Super Bowl too. And we're talking about a casino with it.
Well, casino, mall.
Probably practice facilities.
What do you call it? A hotel?
Hotels, condos. In other words, it'll be like the Star with the stadium.
Or like Las Vegas.
Right.
They have the stadium that have all the extra stuff around it.
Well, that's...
Or like L.A.
It's becoming...
And maybe that's what Washington's looking at doing for the next stadium.
Well, Maryland. Okay. Well, here's the thing. They already have the approval for gambling at the stadium.
But they might do something similar where they have all the other stuff around the stadium that's premier stuff, so it entices people to come.
Well, because you know that the Washington football team is not premier. Yeah, you got to give them something else to want to come there.
What Washington has there is their rules for tailgating.
They get a new stadium that's nice, bright, and shiny. It'll change. It will change.
I'm talking about right now.
And the price will go through the roof because now you'll have people that'll want to go and say, "Oh, let's check out the shiny new stadium." It'll destroy it. And let's go gamble because it's not worth seeing the Washington football team.
Is there something where they're not in control of the gambling? It's a third party.
Well, that's pretty much
I'm just saying, isn't that part of the rules?
Well, that's part of the rules to try and make it look like, wink, wink, we're not involved in the gambling. They just give us the money. Okay, we don't actually take the bets and all that. It's a third party, so that way they can be plausible deniability of, we're not cheating. It's straight up. It's not pro wrestling or anything. Yeah. But you're right, though. The Washington football team will probably be looking at doing a training facility, even though the facilities for training are in Virginia. They've got the gambling license in Maryland. Although Virginia is now gaming friendly, they're building the casino. Danville and Dumfries.
I think Virginia has some stake in the Washington gambling stuff.
Well, they ended up doing the whole place in Richmond for them to train at, too.
I'm talking about in the agreement. Virginia has some say in that too, with Washington.
Derek, I agree with you on that. With 17 games, to me that whole thing is a money grab by the NFL. It's really just a money grab. We just want more money, and we don't give a rat's ass about the players or anything. We just want more. It's just like take the money. They're like, look.
Take the money out, all of it.
That's what it is with 17 games. And the 17 games kind of changed the records as well, because we're done. I guess we're done with the Bear Stadium. That'll be interesting to see. They'll have a Super Bowl in Chicago, is what it'll end up being too.
We'll find out 2023 where they go.
Well, they'll start working on that sooner than later, because it still takes a couple years to build that stadium.
No, I'm talking about, but we'll hear more about it when it gets closer.
That's one that that's one because they just did renovations on it a few years back. They spent $75 million putting luxury suite.
They want more money. They want more money. They want that money.
Bubba Gump. Okay. Dak his ass. He must be wrong. There you go, Bubba Gump.
Stupid or something. As stupid as a stupid does.
11-8 this season, Mark.
Crazy. Just playing.
Counting playoffs there, I hope.
Stupid as.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's too many games. You only have 17
Alan,
games.
You know it. Laugh out loud, Alan Williams. Okay. So, on to our Dallas Cowboys here. Am I froze? For some reason, looks like is my camera froze?
No.
It's froze up on
on your software.
My software is froze. So let me check something out here. My software ain't changing nothing. This is weird.
I mean, it is on the live.
Okay.
I see you playing with your keyboard trying to figure out what's going on with your live.
Okay, so something is weird.
Because whenever you click that button to change it, it changed.
That's strange because it's not. The controls aren't working right.
No, they are working because you click the button.
No, I'm just.
Click the button to change the camera and it
frozen. What's up, Lola? How you doing? Okay.
No, you change the button on there to change the camera.
I get that, but
it ain't on here, but it's not on the live.
It ain't changing it on my studio here. So
on the live.
Okay. Well, I'm flying blind here. I'm flying blind.
See, now you change it back to a normal setting.
Okay.
The camera that you normally use.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's not working here, but it's working on your live.
It would have been nice if it froze up in a nicer picture, because that looks kind of creepy of myself. I'm just kind of like, ooh. All right, so the Cowboys, like I said, they have finished up training camp. OTAs, not quarterback school, rookie school, and everything else. And I think about just a few months ago, let's think back about 5 months ago, we had just finished the season that was ass. And we turned around and we bring in Dan Quinn. And it's funny because so many people, when they first hired Dan Quinn, they were like, oh my God, he just got fired from the Atlanta Falcons. He is terrible. That's a typical Dallas Cowboys move. We should have got, what?
A typical Dallas Cowboy move is getting somebody from the Lions.
Well, true, but they were saying that, look, he was disgraced. He got fired by Arthur Blank. His team just kept getting destroyed game after game after game. They just kept blowing leads. And so you bring a guy whose team kept blowing leads to go ahead and take care of your ass defense. Are you crazy? That's what they said. I mean, we know that's basically what they were saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, stop. Okay, I think, am I back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I see you.
I clicked on guest and it changed. Okay.
I see you in double, double screen.
Okay.
That's working now.
All right, so good. We're back. So now, okay, all right, because I was going crazy just seeing myself frozen. I was like, did I die? And I'm looking at myself. I'm up. I'm either going to heaven or hell, and I'm watching myself because I'm dead and just don't know that I'm dead.
Maybe you clicked on something.
Dan the man has a plan to expand. So back to Dan Quinn. First, we were like, we get Mike Nolan, and here we go with another dumbass hire. That's what people were saying.
The thing is, though, this is not a Mike McCarthy pick. I appreciate that he's not picking the coaches, because the coaches he picked were ass on that defense.
Well, most people looked at that and said, "Man, the Cowboys are screwed."
I'm just saying, though, he didn't. He picked all his coaches, and our defense was too complex. Too complex.
Who will hire Dan Quinn? I just want to look and see.
I'm just saying
what people were saying.
I'm just saying, though, it's just like Mike McCarthy did not pick Dan Quinn.
I'm going.
Wendy's only serves one kind of bread.
I'm going to try that. Okay, forgive me. I just want to go through and see what the talking heads actually have to say about something. But I know most people weren't very excited about the hire of Dan Quinn. Okay, and think about at that point.
I was happy to have Mike Nolan gone.
This hire a letter grade for us, please.
Okay, let's get the letter grade.
I'm gonna give it a C plus, maybe a B minus.
A B minus.
Me and Sharp talked about this before. When you get to hiring and giving people jobs based off of what they did in the past, I mean that's you get into like deep waters. But my biggest thing with Dan Quinn is he's fired several defensive coordinators. He was a defensive-minded coach when he went to Atlanta, and he's most remembered for his meltdowns. The thing with Dallas, they need to add some pieces. They don't have many secondary pieces. They need some interior defensive linemen, and they can add another linebacker. And, I just don't know how much of that he can fix. He likes to play cover 3. And years ago, when they brought cover 3 into the league with that match 3 with Seattle, they kind of took the league by surprise with Earl Thomas, Cam Chancellor, Rich Sherman, Brandon Browner, and they just don't have those pieces in Dallas.
I gave it a C also, because I don't know if people realize on the team that the guy they just fired a couple of years ago, Chris Richard, was the defensive back coach. He ran the same system. Actually, this is Gus Bradley's system.
It is.
And
I agree. Thank you for saying that, because he originated.
Right.
Yes.
Well, no, if you want to go back further, it's not Gus Bradley's system.
But Gus brought it with cover 1. Gus played the cover 1, what we used to call it, a little older. We called it cover 1 lurk. They call it cover 1 robber. And as you mentioned, you had Sherm, you had Cam, you had Earl Thomas. I just want to know who in Dallas is Bobby Wagner. Which one of the middle guys is Bobby Wagner?
Micah Parsons.
He might got the same number, but that's where it stops. And that's the thing that you have to understand. You see, and if they played well, that means they underperform under Chris Richard. And if they don't, I just like O was saying, Dan Quinn, Skip, he had a 25-point lead in the Super Bowl. And you look at this, he had a 19-point lead against the Cowboys. He had a 17-point lead against the Bears. He had a big lead. He had a lead against the what? At some point in time, now, as O said, he's a defensive-minded coach, and his defenses keep giving up big leads. The same thing that you.
Okay, let me forward to.
I say prime
to Skip Baseless and see what his grade was.
With that.
I just feel like throwing up right now. Hold on.
That Dak hater.
Silver lining here is that McCarthy brought in 2 of his ex-assistants who were with him on the defensive side in Green Bay, George Witt Jr. and Jason Simmons. I don't know much about either, but they were 2 of the primary candidates. He wanted to go old. I want to go back to what I knew in Green Bay. I'm still not sure about Mike McCarthy, what he was doing. You're starting to convince me. I think he was a product of Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre before that. So my point is, at least he didn't get to go back in time to what he knew in Green Bay. At least with Dan Quinn, he has no relationship with Mike McCarthy at all. So at least that's a clean slate.
Yay.
And at least Dan Quinn will come in as the unquestioned head coach of the defense, because he's been the head coach of the defense in Atlanta for what that's worth, and that's not worth very much.
I have to give Skip on this one.
Dan Quinn, he's a good guy. He's high energy. He's sort of a Pete Carroll clone a little bit. and he loves his specialty is the defensive line.
Right.
So they will go back to conventional 4-down linemen.
Yep.
And DeMarcus won't have to be standing up saying, "What do I do now? What do I?" He will.
Well, actually, they won't be going necessarily back to 4-down linemen. They're actually going to be doing a lot of 3-4 base, which is why they drafted a one technique guy in Quentin Bohannon. So actually, I must say, actually say that for Skip Bayless, that was actually more on point. Oh, Emily Ann, what's up? There's one of our lovely ladies. He was right about him being high energy, that he loves the defensive line, okay, and that he's a hands-on guy. Perfect. It definitely is really, really true. Now, if you're looking back from the point where he was first hired versus the image that we have right now, you forget all about the Atlanta Falcons gig right there. You just kind of like bypass that, because I can't say that being. I can tell you that let me put it in at least terms that I understand. I can build anything. Okay, I can literally, if it's made out of wood, I can look at it and I can build it. I like to think that I really know what I'm doing as far as being hands-on and actually doing that work. I am. When you take me from being that guy that does the work with his hands on everything to actually building and say, we want you to oversee the work. We want you to take care of the paperwork. We want you dealing with the customer. We want you to, tell everybody else what to do. I can kind of do it, but I'm not good at it. It's not my forte. It's not what I do best. And I believe that that's the case of Dan Quinn. Mark is the fattest lady in the room. Okay, Bubba Gump. Hold on. No, I'm gonna let that.
Giving the real Bubba Gump a bad name, because he don't even talk like that. The real Bubba Gump.
I'm just like, he's got to be an Eagle fan. Okay.
The real Bubba Gump is actually respectable.
I'm gonna say this much, man, because I know how Philly 500 probably sent your ass. Because see, Philly 500. See, you know what? I should have went down to North Carolina and kicked his ass right there. He was within about 5 hours. I should have went down there and kicked it. You know what?
I would have went with it too, because he betted my belt without my permission.
You know what? We could have done a tag team on that mother humper's ass. You know what? Broke a damn chair over his head. Thrown him over a table, kicked his ass out the ring and everything else. Now listen, we're trying to actually have real conversations, because Bubba Gump, you must be about 15 years old in your mama's basement, right? You got in there and you have fun. Mark's a fat lady. I mean, come on, man. Come on, dude. Really? That's all you got? Gina C, what's up? See, Bubba Gump, if you were wise, instead of you trying to go through with kindergarten comments, you would notice that we have a plethora of lovely ladies in the house. At least Eastside Shirley understands that, yeah, I'm a Texans fan and my team is ass. Okay? But he's still in here like, hey, ladies, how you doing?
They say he does the same in the Philly 500 too.
What's that?
Troll them too.
Eastside does?
No, I'm talking about Bubba, the fake
Bubba Gump. You know what? I think that's the same troll. I think he just got different names on it. He just likes to come in because he's looking for attention. I see nothing has changed with the insults. Emily, I just bring him out. I mean, I had literally an Eagle fan circle around because he saw me in small town America here, but Philly 500 sent me. It's like, good Lord. Philly 500 is trying to entrap me.
Yeah,
he calls me, and trying to instigate stuff. And it's like, oh, I recorded you. It's like, I ain't signed no waiver for that shit. He tried. See how you are. Gina, kindergarten comments. Hey, I'm serious. I mean, come on, Bubba Gump. I hope you've got more mental faculties than that.
It doesn't make it better that you do it to Philly 500. Doesn't make it any better.
What does?
That they troll Philly 500 too.
Like I said, just a little kid. All right, so back to Dan Quinn. I think Dan Quinn, and like I said, maybe I because I am a homer. Truth be told, I am a homer. I am a diehard Dallas Cowboy fan, and I'm gonna think positive.
It wasn't a Mike McCarthy pick, which makes me feel good.
True,
because Mike McCarthy picked all those guys on defense, and the defense fell apart.
If you're Mike McCarthy, there's two ways to look at this. You look at this and say, if Dan Quinn does really good and the defense turns around, then I should be able to stay as head coach because I think my offense is going to be good. But I hope that he doesn't do too good. If he does really good, then all of a sudden they can look and say, Dan Quinn turned the defense around. I mean, hypothetically, let's
no. If the offense,
Miss Jackie, hey,
Miss Jackie,
looks good. Hey, Miss Jackie, I'm glad you. Miss Jackie, I'm gonna get to you in just a second here. Don't go nowhere.
If the offense looks good, I think Kellen Moore has a shot. If the offense turns it around.
Well, let's say hypothetically, because see, people don't remember that the Washington football team, the team that they're talking about, is great. Right?
Yeah, for number 2.
If you say Washington, man, they're a great team. They're a great team. They won a division, right? Okay, it's funny.
Number 2.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna bitch slap Washington right now. Okay, Washington was in a division that was ass. Let's be clear. We won 6 games.
That's right.
Giants won what? 5. Eagles won 4, and you could only win 7 games. Okay. Let's take the New England Patriots. Hold it.
The New York Giants went more because the Eagles. If the Eagles would have won their game, they would have won the division.
Well, I think they were okay. Then they were 6-10 like us. Then
I don't know. I'm just asking.
Okay, they were 6. Okay, they were 6-10.
We lost to them.
All right. Okay, well they were 6-10, not 5. Okay, all right. Either way.
Our whole division was ass.
Washington lost to the Giants twice. Okay, so let's go back. Let's compare. Let's say New England. What was your thoughts on New England last year?
Game in the system.
Well, no, but they were 3rd in the division.
No, I'm just saying.
Do you look at New England and Washington as equal?
No, because New England was game in the system. That's how.
No, Mike, you're missing my point. Because Washington won the division at 7-9. You look and say New England ended up 3rd place in their division. Now look at their division. They had Buffalo that played lights out, right?
Buffalo is a good team.
They had Miami.
I don't think they won.
Okay, but hold it. They had Miami that was, played really well last year, right? So they got 2 teams that were top teams in their division, and they ended up 7-9. Washington ended up 7-9 with teams that were totally ass below them. They had the same record, but we don't look and say New England is the best team. They're one of the best teams in the AFC. You look at this team that had a shitty division that won 7 games, and they say they're great. But this team that won the same amount of games with tougher competition, that they're ass? Come on now.
I don't believe that. I'm with you. The New England's going to turn around this year.
Oh, New England is going to be loaded. See, Mike, I said this when that happened last year, when they had all those players, all those star players of theirs that were saying, you know what, we're going to sit out because they were well over the cap.
It's that military mindset. That's what it is.
You know, right. Live to fight another day. This year is not worth fighting for. We might not even have a whole season. They fixed their cap situation. They reloaded with talent. They got draft picks and everything else. And they went out and they spent it. And now they brought back the talent that they had before. They're going to win their division. You're going to see Buffalo is going to drop. Yeah, they're going to win their division.
An easier schedule, too.
That's it, right.
Buffalo might be number 2.
Exactly. So that was a great move. That was a great move.
Cam Newton for another year.
Now I didn't lost. I got no flow. You know what? I'm gonna stop for a second because see, Miss Jackie. Yeah, I love my ladies in here. I love my. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Look, I got my cousin in here. Oh, look, damn. Stop, cuz Skins fan. Stop. No, Daniel.
Y'all gonna be number 2 at best.
No, seriously.
Number 2 at best.
No, seriously. You see,
number 2 at best.
You honestly think if you ask somebody who's a better team, Washington or New England?
I would say.
I'm going to say, okay. They're going to say, oh, wow, Washington, man, they're a great team. But yet,
look at the
they got the exact same record. The exact same record. Their quarterback had COVID, and it just got to town.
But look at.
Come on, cousin. Don't lie to yourself, man. Put down the liquor bottle. Stop drinking the Kool-Aid.
And what has your coach done lately in his career? He's been to one Super Bowl. How many, Bill Belichick been to like?
He didn't choke like Dan Quinn, but
I'm just saying though. But Bill Belichick,
and you still don't have a name, dude.
10 or 11 Super Bowls,
and you still don't have a name, man. Daniel.
He's been like 12.
Daniel. Situation requires is a whole lot more. You shut your mother ass up.
There you go, cuz.
Yeah.
Love you, dog. Love you. Up, Miss Anita. Okay, so back to my ladies. Okay. I've gotten a couple of things. And this one is actually,
that one's from Amanda.
This is from Amanda, who did something special for me. And I haven't seen okay. She has this thing where she does like stickers. I don't think you can probably see it, but this is actually the Jobu star that my man made for me, Brian Del Rosa. So what I thought I would do is I'm going to take the Jobu star because I can't put the Cowboys star on it because the NFL.
Not in Dallas Cowboys colors.
Yeah, in Cowboys colors. But this I'm actually going to put on the top of our table, the table that's in front of Michael Anthony. So we'll have the Jobu star on there, and we're going to be giving that away in the next few weeks. Okay, now we're going to be giving away a Joe Barty. Oh, wait.
Yeah, and the Washington fan and the Washington fan that won, yours will almost finish with yours.
So she did. Hold up.
Got the last little bit of touching up.
Amanda, she did me. Damn, that looked better than Teespring's ones. Damn, Amanda, that's looking good. Shit. Joe Boostar. So I appreciate that, Amanda. Man, I'm gonna have to call you back up about that. And her husband got some new barbecue equipment, so he's looking for some more cooking videos. And I'm trying to get a favor done.
Isn't Jet going to put some barbecue videos out too?
Yeah, I'm going to get Jet.
He does a lot of that.
But I'm trying to get a favor from a friend, so I'm actually cooking a tomahawk steak because I'm trying to butter her up because I'm trying to get something special for our channel here. Now, Miss Jackie, like I was saying, we got such beautiful ladies. We got the prettiest ladies in here. Amen. That's why y'all trolls are always up in here because they're like, I hate the Cowboys, but damn, they got some beautiful ladies. I just, that's their fantasy football. To have a woman that loves football, just not a Cowboy one. And so Miss Jackie and Miss Anita, they said, we're sending you something for Father's Day, but you can't open it until Father's Day. I'm like, how you going to do that? And then it comes here. Look, right, the package says, Dak Prescott official store gift, happy Father's Day. You know what? I'd just be happy just to put that just on the shelf just like that because it came from Dak's store. Just the box. But she sent me a message and said, you can open it tonight. So thank you, Miss Jackie, Miss Anita. Ooh. You know what my dad did to me one time? What's that? See, when you were in college, and I know all y'all understand, when you were in college, you broke, okay? See, back in my day, we didn't have apps where you could go ahead and just, PayPal some money to you. We had to mail it or wire you money, right? So I was at school and stuff. I said, Dad, man, I'm broke. Can you send me some money? And my dad worked for the post office, so it was great. It was great because when my dad sent something, I get it the next day because he put it right in the box that was going right there to JMU. Okay, so it was great. And so I go up to the student union in there. I go to the mail. I said, I know I'm going to get some money. Damn, Dad. Oh, there it is. Oh, from Tyrone Holmes. I get that thing. Boom, open it up, and it's $2 in there. And I'm like, the fuck, $2 and a note. And the note says, you said send money, you didn't ask how much.
You just told him how much you needed.
I was like, ain't this some shit?
At least and
then the next day, then I think $20 came in. $20 back then, that was some good money. But here's how the world changed. $2, I could go to Kmart and I could buy me a 6-pack of Wiedemann beer and a bag of chips for that $2.
For $2? Cheap beer for $2?
Oh my God. Ooh. Can you see the light just
don't show the address part if there is.
Oh, you see the light? It's just radiating. Oh man, look at it.
Don't show the paper because it might have his address.
No, this is from his shop.
No, I'm talking about the other paper because it might have the address.
What, you mean my address?
No, you don't want people seeing.
The address is Dak's shop.
I'm talking about the other paper that came out of the box. Don't show that.
Okay, look at that. Oh yeah, buddy. All right, Miss Jackie, Miss Anita, y'all are the bomb. Oh my goodness. Okay, and let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got here. I don't know where this came from, but you know what? I'm already in heaven. Uh-oh. I got a 20% off coupon. Hey! Okay.
That's all
I love that. Yeah, you got to save your money. You got to save your money. Oh, wait. They got my size right. Oh. Ooh. Vegas says Rams are the third best to win Super Bowl. Dallas. You know what, Rams loaded? You know what I would love to see? My Cowboys come and play the Super Bowl in your house, okay? Because my daughter might be back there. Oh man, look at this. Oh, Dallas Cowboys Doomsday Defense, America's team. Thank you, Miss Jackie. Miss Anita, I love it. I'm going to save this for when the weather gets cold. It's long sleeve. When the season gets here, it won't be in the workshop. I won't be wearing either of these in the workshop. I remember for 50 cents, I was able to get a Coke and chips in the 90s. Only a bag of chips and Coke?
That's better than what.
Shit, man, you get a Snickers bar with that too. I'm always the opposite Ram. Rams reloaded. Nobody cares. Lola. Damn, Lola. You just bitch slapped him on that one. All right, so thank you. Thank you, Miss Anita, Miss Jackie, and thank you, Amanda. I'm going to be putting that sticker on the table. I think that's going to set it off because there's no white on the football table itself, and I can't wait to give that away. I get it. The reason why we're not giving it away just yet is because I haven't figured out how to ship it yet. That's the part that's holding it up. Mark, we're showing a Football Life about Charles Haley, and they showed clips when he played for JMU. What number did? There's actually
84. My dad's actually
94.
94.
That's why it's Cowboys Mark 94 at Gmail. I'm actually in there for about a second and a half.
One of the fans found
what's crazy is my man Mark over in England.
He's the one that saw it.
Because he was like, what was your number at JMU and everything else? And it was like, I was like 94. Because we had it's outside, but we had the yellow helmets. Yellow helmets at JMU and all that, and the purple jerseys and the gold pants. And damn if he didn't find me standing there on the sideline. 94. I was like, that's it. 94. Yeah. So I'm actually in it. If you're watching a Football Life, I'm in that.
So
it's true.
For the rest of eternity, you'll be on the NFL.
That's right. Yeah. With Charles Haley. Charles was crazy.
Well, he wore your number.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
I believe from the stories.
Todd Wilson. Wilson. Thank you. All right.
Money out, all of it.
Dan Quinn. Back to that. As Skip put it, that he's a loser. His teams blew leads, and I tell you why I think that he's actually wasn't suited to be a Super Bowl coach. But he took over a team that always had first-round losses. He elevated that team to go to a Super Bowl. Of course he did, listen, Matty Ice was 0-3 in the playoffs before Dan Quinn.
They had that curse,
and he took him there.
The year curse, but at least he went to the Super Bowl.
Gina, this is another reason why I love our ladies. Our women don't play. I'm trying to figure out why a Ram fan is here in the Cowboys group trying to talk some shit.
There's only one YouTuber out there.
Because we're America's team.
It's hard to find them.
What, Rams?
There's one Rams YouTuber out there. It's hard to find.
Well, it ain't hard to find Cowboys YouTubers. Good Lord, there's tons and tons of us mother humpers.
Your other channel was featured on the Dallas Cowboy channel when they used to have that section on there where it had the featured channels on it.
All right. Well, I'm glad. Hopefully,
Boys and Laws both were on there.
Okay, I'm glad to hear that. Still okay. Hopefully we stay there with it.
I mean, they changed the thing on YouTube, but before it was on there. You lost both. So recommend it.
Okay. Well, in my take, and going through what you heard from Shannon Sharp, they're going to do a traditional 4-man lineman. Actually, we're going through a 3-man. Which will be interesting to see how they play D-Law, if he's going to actually be playing tackle or if he's going to be playing stand-up outside linebacker. And you also have to wonder what they're going to do with Randy Gregory. For me, for one, if they can rush from standing up and we have that big, beefy defensive line, then you're able to go ahead and get pressure with those 5 guys and not have to worry about blitzing, and you got more guys at coverage. But you can see how the team has already reacted with Dan Quinn. And like I said with Mike McCarthy, I think the success for you is going to be dependent on what Dan Quinn does. If Dan Quinn can get that defense, like I said, Washington the year before was 24th. They jumped up 20 spots. 20 spots to number 4. That's a hell of a turnaround. If the Dallas Cowboys were to do something like that, that's a top 10 defense. I don't think they're going to have that big of a turnaround. But as they went back through and he said, Skill, who you got out there that's going to be, a lights out, like a KJ Wright? You ain't got no Micah Parsons. You got a Micah Parsons. And now maybe you have a Jalen Smith who's not confused. Because last year's defense, I like to call it the dazed and confused defense. Because they looked like they were dazed, and definitely Jalen Smith was confused. This year, they're going to be fast and physical. So, we got that in there. We drafted linebackers, cornerbacks. We signed free agents, guys like Urban, my man from the Jets, who, we got so many guys that the hat is beautiful. The hat, you know why the hat looks good? Yeah, Gina, I can tell you why the hat looks good, because it's hiding more of me. Because see, I look better with the hat on because it's hiding more. Look at it. It's even better now. It's look at that. It don't get no better than that. Anyway, they've brought in guys, and not all of them are going to work out. Not all of them are going to work out. When we draft guys, you end up having Taco Charltons. Sometimes you get Taco Charltons that guys that just can't play. And other times you end up finding a Dak Prescott in the 4th round. If we get half of the guys that we drafted to come through and play and to be decent, if we have a draft like we had the year before where we got Gallimore, and Gallimore is like, I'm ready to take it to another level. He didn't really get that much playing time until about the middle of the season, and he actually showed some flashes. And now that you've had a full off season to work and get bigger and stronger, and now have a guy who's hands-on that's a defensive line guru, you can see a guy like that that's going to be able to step up. Now, remember, last year we ended up getting Diggs, great guy. CeeDee Lamb, great guy. Gallimore, great guy. Tyler Badash. We got 4 guys that we're going to be dependent on in the draft last year that got a lot of time. If we do that same thing this year and get that kind of production, the sky's the limit for this team. Miss Anita, I know that's right. Stafford is ready. You know what? Rams loaded. It kills me every time I see that Stafford is ready to roll.
Yeah, lately, nothing.
It's just one of those ones that kill me. I'm sorry. It just, every time I see it, I just want to laugh, man. That's right, Miss Anita. Dak forever. Go Cowboys. Mark just saw number 94. You're the only one without. Yep, that was me, Rolando. I did not have my help. Did you see the fro? You saw that was me, but rewind it. You can rewind it and say, damn. That is Mark. You know. Okay, look, hold it. Okay, look, you get look. Look, that same shape. That was me. 95. It's a still picture. It's a still picture up there if I remember right. But yeah, I'm standing there with no helmet on. 94. That's me. Yep. The good old days. It was crazy because we went through JMU yesterday. if you ever go to JMU, if you ever happen to be on that campus, it's in the Shenandoah Valley. There's lots of hills. And it was amazing because we went past the hospital, or what used to be the hospital. I think it's a new one now. And it's up on top of a hill. And right next to the hospital was Wine Price Hall. And we used to call that the Virgin Vault because they only had 2-day visitation. This is before they had co-ed dorms, okay? They had 2 days. You could only have company, male company in their dorms Saturday and Sunday. During the week, a male cannot be seen up there. That's why they called it the Virgin Vault. But it's on top of the hill, which made it even worse because as a guy, you didn't want to walk all the way up that hill to go see him anyway. But we used to run that hill. And that's where I'm sitting here, knowing that next week I got to get my meniscus operated on, and I have a hard time walking up a flight of steps. This hill, it kind of starts off gradually and goes like straight up. We used to run that hill wearing a 30-pound weight vest. And I'm just looking at that hill like, how the fuck did I used to do that and what happened? I say that to say, enjoy what you're doing right now because that shit doesn't last. Because I was like, thinking about, we used to run all over the place and everything. It's like now I wish I could walk straight. So be thankful for what you have because things will go away from you. But that was nice just to see the campus and stuff again. So the Cowboys, from that time, from that 4 months ago, where we were still wondering, is Dak Prescott gonna play? We'd heard Dak Prescott had a second surgery, and all of a sudden everybody, he had a hidden surgery. Is this Alex Smith? Was there an infection? Was there complications? Did it not heal right?
The best doctors in the league. Come on now.
That's what. No, I'm just going through where we were. I got to set the. I got to set the tone here. Okay. We got him signed. And of course, a lot of people, that screwed us. We can't sign nobody because Dak Prescott's sucking up all the money. Dak Prescott, man, you can't pay a quarterback $40 million a year, even though it's only $22 million hit this year and only a $31 million hit next year. They still bitch and complain. But then, of course, they said, he won't be ready. That leg's not healed. And guess what? He's a full go for training camp. He looked pretty good. It looked like he was getting more and more confidence every single week. Right? They talked about Zeke Elliott. Now, the interesting thing on Zeke Elliott is Zeke, this time last year, a lot of y'all have forgotten, was dealing with COVID. He had tested positive. And for 2 weeks, he was kind of, low-key faded, right? And I believe that if he was dealing with full-blown COVID like he was, that it still slowed him down a bit. Now, we always see him working out. To me, he looked like he was a little quicker. Did he look? Have you seen any of the clips, Mike? I know you're not really into the team just yet, not till the season gets here, but to me, he looked like he was doing pretty good. He looked pretty good. And then, of course, we worried about the offensive line.
I'm more concerned about the offensive line than Zeke Elliott.
Well, the offensive line.
Because if they can open holes, then Zeke Elliott's going to find the hole and run through it.
Well, here's the thing on the offensive line. Then all of a sudden, we see working out Tyron Smith. Tyron Smith looks like he's in really good shape. He's been working out in California.
About a year off.
Well, and he had the neck surgery to take care of an issue that had been a lingering issue. Now, I don't know if he can hold up the whole season. He has not the last 4 years. In fact, any of the years of Dak Prescott, he's always missed a couple of games.
But do you have a replacement or a backup?
Well, we got La'el Collins, of course, playing the opposite side, who has definitely lost weight. We've seen a lot of his workouts. And you say, okay, he looks like he's, no lingering effects. Okay, so you say you got that. Now, you got Ty Nsekhe that we signed as a free agent, former Washington football player, offensive tackle, is a swing tackle. He's been a starter. not a bad guy. You got Terrence Steele. I know Miss Jackie is rolling her eyes right now when I say Terrence Steele, but Terrence Steele at least got 13 games under his belt, and I'll take him over Chaz Green any day.
And that man, I'm surprised that man.
He still has a job, don't he?
Yeah, he's with the Indianapolis Colts.
Oh, poor Carson.
If he's starting, he'll be helping Carson Wentz.
Ooh, boy. Okay.
That's if he's starting, but I don't think he's starting. I think he's a rotational guy.
Okay. Yeah, well, right. The fact that he's still in the league is still amazing.
And Flowers both.
But then you also have Brandon Knight. So you have guys that are capable backups at least. You're in better situation. Now, they are putting everything on Tyler Badish because, they let, Looney. They didn't re-sign Looney. So the only true center you got right now is Tyler Badish. So let's hope that he is going to be able to be the guy that they think he's going to be. But you look at the offensive line right now, you got to say, okay, well, that's better. The big concern for me is that we got through minicamp, OTAs, rookie school, and all that without any injuries. That's where you can, okay, good. There's nothing worse than losing a player in off-season workouts. And of course, the NFLPA is basically saying we don't want y'all to work out because it's dangerous. Yeah, I'm glad we got some background on these guys and that we got the work in and did not get anybody hurt.
Don't listen to NFLPA on that because one guy lost his whole check because he worked out on his own. $20 million that guy lost because he listened to NFLPA about working out on your own and got injured.
Clarence is calling me now. Hold on. You know what? I haven't heard from Clarence in so long.
He need to come up pick up his piece of merchandise.
Clarence.
What's going on, brother?
I ain't heard from you in so long. You finally called during the live stream.
I figured that's what it was. I came by night and I went to the backyard and didn't see nobody.
Oh, well, come on back in here, man.
And he come get your piece.
About 2 hours ago.
Oh, what? No? I told you I heard a doorbell.
Yeah.
Well, why didn't you call me then?
I did. I left a message.
Oh. Okay, well, the wife and the girls are watching movies and everything else. I was down here. I thought I heard the doorbell, but I thought somebody else got it.
Have a family with me.
Okay, all right. Well, my apologies. Okay, I thought you'd be watching this show, man. What's wrong with you?
Man, go ahead. How's everybody doing?
Okay, we're doing good, man.
You come pick up your merchandise.
Yeah, you got to come up and pick up your thing, man.
But that's our fault. That's our fault. Blame that on us.
That's my bad. I was setting up down here for the show, okay? And I'm going to get back to the show right now, all right? All right, peace out. I've been trying to get, I apologize, y'all. I've been trying to get in touch with him for a while. So apparently he came over while I was getting set up here and missed him. But okay, I'll hook up with him. All right, oh, peace out. He's still on the phone. All right, so where was I? Where was I before I got interrupted? Oh, we were talking about, okay, it's the offensive line. The only thing that we have right now that you got to look at and say, I'm worried about is Amari Cooper. Because Ravens 8. Yeah.
Hey, thanks for joining the Discord.
Happy Friday for Ravens 087. Appreciate that, man.
Take the money out!
The only thing that worries me is Amari Cooper. Because he had that surgery on his ankle. It's supposed to be a clean out. Just, routine. They said no major rehab. And happy birthday to him yesterday.
I think he might.
But he may not be ready for training camp. So we're talking about 7 to 8 months of healing time.
Well, he might be gone at the end of the season. If the injury is that bad, he might be gone at the end of the season.
I'm sure it's every offseason though. With
no, I mean, but if it's that bad, they can't even start. They may not start the season. They might let him go at the end of the season.
Well, that's where they get their contract structured so they can do it without pain. Because in actual, I'll come back to that in a few minutes. But in actual, we've got cap issues for next year. Although they're really not cap issues. There's plenty of things they can. There's plenty of tools that you can have.
A lot of teams had cap issues and they resolved them this season.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Again, because basically you put up 2 voidable years onto the contract, just like you have with Dak, and you can basically use that to shift money. It's all bullshit, when you hear about the cap. But That would be the only worry that you have. I, for one, am happy that we had the Cowboys there doing all the work that they did, because at least you know who, or at least you get an idea of saying, okay, we're going to be okay. Brian SoCal, what's up, Brian?
I need to get up with you in a couple of months.
Brian, you heard that? Brian is working on our new design right now.
I need a new business logo. So I need to get up with you in a couple.
All right, so Brian, you know, let me
get my car taken care of first.
Okay. He said
I have a business to go to.
He's a chip off the old block. He's broke ass too, just like his dad.
I'm broke. I need to get my car fixed first so I can get new.
Why? But you don't want to be like your dad? I thought he wanted to be like me. You know, I'm a broke ass.
Hey, I learned a lot from you. I can say
you learned how not to be a broke ass from watching me make all the mistakes, right? I know.
I'm still learning.
Keith says Zeke is done. I'm gonna say nope. I'm gonna say not yet.
At least
I'm gonna say I'm gonna give him a pass for this past year because our offensive line was ass.
Yeah, they weren't open.
I'm sorry. You had no quarterback. And you had no. I mean, there was nowhere to go. There was no running lane. I could see if there was lanes to run in like they did for Emmitt Smith, right?
Well, towards the end,
and he couldn't get through those.
Well, it was the second half of the season they started opening the holes, but at the beginning of the season there wasn't any holes on the run. And Tony Pollard was getting more of the touches,
right? Tony Pollard, he's a different type of back. And see, he's
more of a wide receiver type back.
Well, he's definitely a multi-purpose back, and you need that because in today's football, you need to have situational players that can do different things. There's some games where you just got to pass the fuck out of the ball. There's other games where, or hopefully, you have leads and you want to control the clock that you just want to pound the rock. And you need both of those because, guys get nicked up. What you think about Boss Man Fat? I can't wait to see what he does actually on the field. The thing about OTAs are, people look good sometimes without the pads on. Some guys just don't look good without the pads on. And until we really get to training camp, it's hard to really judge. You get a feel for it, you get an idea, but you got to see how guys play once they start getting hit. So, I'm cautiously optimistic. I'm happy, but I'm going to tamp my expectations down until we get there, okay? And we'll definitely be talking more and more between now and then because right now this is a silly season. This is the time of year that you hate because you got a taste of football. You got a taste from the OTAs and minicamp, enough to wet your whistle, but you got to wait another month before they actually start practicing again. You okay, Alan? I spoke to you twice. Oh, here we go. Eastside ass face. What's up, Eastside? Zeke is trash. You would know about trash running back since you traded the best wide receiver in football for a trash running back, wouldn't you, Eastside? You would know all about that, wouldn't you?
He was injured when y'all picked him up.
You know about
the man
trash.
was coming off of on the injury report.
I know you don't have any room to talk about somebody else's running back when you traded Hopkins for a broke down running back. Man, come on, Eastside. Just flirt with the women. Just flirt with. Go ahead. Just flirt with the women. Come on, man. May be different. What may be different? Yeah. Zeke is Dak trash. Okay, so we got plenty of the haters here. I think Coop is good this year. I feel like we have to watch Gallup. Stay good just to see how Cowboys luck, but it's our season regardless. The thing, I've talked about it a couple of times, it seems like players, for whatever reason, and I'm not saying that players play harder when their contract... Lola, damn. Oh, Lola, damn. Mark, nobody wants him. That's cold, Lola. Damn, Lola, that's cold. You just literally, wow. Hey, Eastside, for $15 million a year and he can't get 1,000 yards. Well, you know what? How about you gave up the best wide receiver in football for a running back who couldn't get 1,000 yards? How about that one? How about that one, son? Come on, man. Oh, you know what we did? We're past time.
Yeah, we are.
We have not done our drawing for our Joe Barty. Uh-oh. Hold on. Let's get this Joe Barty going. Joe Barty. Who you got, Mike? Who you got? Don't better not be an Eagle fan. Or is it cruising?
No.
Oh.
He did like 3 super chats tonight too.
Rams reloaded. Damn. Do we have Ram colors?
I don't.
Yellow and blue.
I don't think we do.
Rams reloaded.
Oh. I guess you want to.
Again, they're like the Eagles. They're limited to one trophy only.
Did they go 2 Super Bowls?
They only won one. They've been to a couple.
No, that was what's his name? Kurt Warner.
Yeah, Kurt Warner. It wasn't Jared Goff. Keaton Mitchell.
No.
Bought a truck. Seattle decal gone. Added Cowboys. There you go. Thank you, Keaton Mitchell. All right, so Rams reloaded. I need you to go ahead and get me at CowboysMark94 at Gmail so we can send you. Should we do it in Rams colors? Damn, it's bad enough I got the Washington colors in there.
Well, you have to because that's a Washington. I mean, if he wants it that color, he won fair and square. He gets 3 or 4.
Well, Eastside, you do have a point about him having more fumbles than any other back in the time that he's been there. But you also have to look at it as he's also had more carries than any other back that's been in there as well. And that he's always been in at least the top 5 except for 1 year in running the football. Okay, so you can't, it's not really apples to oranges. That's one of those ones where
he got suspended.
Yes, you're right, but you're so freaking wrong. Okay, there's Rams loaded. You got a Joe Barty. The question is, do you want it as a traditional color or do you want it like Rams ass color? Okay. How about them Rams, buddy? Okay, all right. Okay. Email me, CowboysMark94, so we can get your address so we can get this shit out of here. Oh, Toby. The haters are here. Hold on. Right before let me get Toby's theme music.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, real hate, man, that's like an art form, man. You know, it's like you like a born a hater, you know, like myself, man. You know, a lot of cats think they hate, man. I mean, I'm mad at everything.
Yes, you know, Emily Ann, send me your address again because you actually want some jewelry and I have to get it to
all that, man. That's play.
Joseph Heatherly, and he's probably mad at me because I have not gotten those to him because I suck.
Like make sure you put your whatever you call on YouTube.
That's what real hating is all about, man.
Well, actually, I got her on Facebook too. I just got to remember to say, hey.
Well, yeah, any of y'all ladies that won, just make sure you include your YouTube
I done
name.
made Eastside Harold's night tonight. He's like, say it again, Mark. I'm right. Say it again. I'm right. Okay, Eastside Harold was right about one thing, kinda. I said kinda, not to say fully right. But you know what, Eastside, how you feel about your team right now? I mean, honestly, I don't hear you up here pounding your chest about how good your team is. Ramsey cried for the flag because Gallup, his goofy ass, and won the game. You're right about that. Never pay running back, especially when they are on the decline. It's hard to disagree on that one, but you know what?
Gurley.
Here's where it's kind of...
Gurley's one of them.
Oh, well, Gurley and actually, well, Melvin Gordon, he didn't get the contract, and they were right with the Chargers. But here's the thing that sucks, man.
Pay him for that.
Running backs, they just get, excuse my language, they get fucked.
Look at him.
I mean, running backs.
He played with the fractured shoulder.
All right, actually, you know what? I'm going to say it like this. I'm going to take my hat off, okay, because I'm going to get real here. The NFL Super fan. There we go. RK, thank you for joining. Make sure you email me at cowboysmark94@gmail. And if you are a channel member, not a subscriber, a channel member, like my man just came there.
Email us on the other email so you can make sure you are a channel member.
Because there's some of y'all who are like, man, I didn't get my shot glass. I don't get you the shot glass unless you email us and give us your name and address, okay? Because they don't, just because you become a member, they don't give me your name and address and phone number. That doesn't work that way with YouTube.
Privacy.
Right, because of privacy. So do that. We'll get them sent out to you. And there's some of you guys that your picture may not be on the end screen video. Send me the picture again on my email so that way I can get it added, because I suck. And don't send it by Facebook Messenger or Instagram, because I can't.
Either one.
I get so many of those. It's like I lose this stuff.
Either email, we'll get on either.
Okay, right. So do that, because I want to get y'all added, and I want to thank y'all for it.
If you're missing a shot glass, doing the other email.
And we're working on, my man Brian SoCal, he's working on our theme for this year. But back to the NFL. Okay, here's the problem for running backs. You think about Barkley right now, okay?
Is he even working out?
Well, he's not quite ready to go, but he got his rookie contract. Now, he was a high draft pick, so he got a better contract than most running backs, right?
He got like some.
But do you look at him getting a big contract and getting a big payday with his injury history and the amount of abuse that he's taken?
Yeah,
you don't.
That line is ass.
You look at most running backs will never get that big payday, that second contract. You are just fresh meat, because the NFL has that system set up that we own your ass for 4 years. Well, think about it. If your average career is only 3 years.
No. But if you're a first round pick, they can own you for 5 years.
Right.
So he's best.
But the average player only lasts 3 years. So we're basically saying, this is what you're going to make. Take it or leave it. Because you know what? There's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do about it. And this is where people look at it and say, oh, well, you were an NFL player. You're rich. You got paid good for a couple of years. But I'm going to tell you.
But what do you do? It's what you do with the money. I don't care how much you get paid. It's what you do with the money.
True.
But if you buy like that gentleman who won the lottery, $20,000 chain and getting it robbed. I mean, that's just silly stuff.
Well, you think Des Bryant owed like $1 million in jewelry. He got an agent, borrowed a whole bunch of money and stuff, bought a whole bunch of shit, get paid. All that stuff's is literally out the door before he got paid.
That's a hood mentality.
Well, that's true.
That you just don't know how to manage.
But see, here's the problem. Okay, the average person, you work till you're 65. You got 45 years that you're making money. Football players, some of them are making money 2, 3, 4 years, and the only thing they've ever been able to do was football from the time they were a little kid. They've been put on this track to be a football player. Some of them become Tony Romo's, great, have broadcast career. But then you got guys like Vince Young. He got $27 million, but he wasted it. And it's like, what are you doing now for the rest of your life?
You could have bought him a cheesecake factory. You could have bought him a private plane. Yeah, you could have bought some property. You could have bought a cheesecake factory, factory.
But
for free.
Again, though, you got to go back to what the NFL does. We're drafting, they do have a rookie symposium and say, watch out for this, that, and the other. But who do you trust?
But does Vince Young talk at those symposiums?
No.
Because he'll be a great example.
But the thing is and here's the problem. Here's the problem, because it's not just, the women out there that say, you're going to be my baby daddy and I'm going to get rich off you. Okay. It's not just the people that are trying to provoke you and get the pictures to TMZ. It's your family too that look and say, oh, well, you're rich now, so you're supposed to buy me a car, you're supposed to buy me a new house. It's like, wait a minute. Just because I made doesn't mean it's my responsibility to take care of all of you people. And then what happens is he takes care of all you people and then he's broke. And you've been taking care of all these people with stuff that doesn't really matter. I met.
Someone say buy your mama.
Mike Haynes.
Someone say buy your mama that's apartment complex.
When I met Mike Haynes in New Orleans, because he was at the time working with the rookies and basically trying to make them understand. You buying, like Terrence Williams, buying all these fancy sports cars.
You buy maybe 1 or 2 of those, and that's it.
That Lamborghini that the stripper ended up crashing. Right?
And
you just spent $200,000 for it.
He tried to cover up because of the insurance.
That's now worth $80,000. That's just money that's gone down the damn toilet.
I'm sure whoever repoed that probably got their money.
Right.
Because they probably sold it to somebody because it was owned by Dallas Cowboys.
Well, but Mike, like he said, instead of saying, let me buy Mama a house.
Or your boy with
because there have been players that have bought Mama a house and the house got repossessed because they didn't make up the payments.
Warren Sapp with all the shoes.
Yeah. He said, buy Mama an apartment building. Buy her something that will make money beyond what you're doing in football. And that is the mentality that you need to have. It's not so much how much money you make. It's like you said, what you do with it. And a lot of these guys, they get that money, man, I'm buying a car and this car, Adam Pac-Man Jones, I'm going to make it rain and spend $1 million in Vegas in a weekend. It's just crazy.
In Vegas and buy a house.
Okay, now the Rams fans are the delusional ones. Rams ain't winning crap, but the damn Joe Barty trophy.
You could buy a house in Las Vegas for less than $1 million.
Yeah, you could. Cash money.
And then you can sell it when the market's high.
Yeah.
And make your money.
But, you have some of them that are out there that are wise with their money, and then there's other ones that, a fool in his money.
I would buy a house out there instead of spending it all in one weekend.
Well, yeah, like I said, I don't know what to tell you. Sometimes it's just crazy. But speaking of a fool,
I fire Howie. Fucking fire him. Motherfucker! Stupid motherfucker! What an idiot! What an idiot! Dallas has Amari Cooper and Gallup, but we don't need a receiver. Are you kidding me? I don't want Justin Jefferson. He's ass. He's stupid.
Walking.
I fire his ass. I fire his ass. I mean, Howie's got to be stupid. What are you doing? You just let Dallas take him.
Oh man, I love that. Danny Dimes hasn't done shit in the NFL. You are so right on that one. Philly 500. It's crazy because
even Philly 500's quarterback hasn't done anything in the NFL.
I was trying to do him a favor today.
You forgot to tell him about Miles Sanders going to be there too.
I forgot something. Yeah, but he won't. Okay, look.
Miles Sanders only $65.
I put my money where my mouth is, where my team is. Okay, I go to the autograph signing show and things and spend money on my players because I believe in them. Okay, there's Jalen Smith right there. We need to hurry up and give that one away. We need to hurry up and give that shirt away before it's worthless. Okay, I'll go through. I'll get my man Drew Pearson up on here. I'll go ahead. I'll get I think it's 125 for Tony Dorsett. I'll get a couple of Tony Dorsett ones, to give away to you guys.
What you're getting, but if you're trying to get
But I guess the way you look at it, though, if you say Tony Dorsett's 125 and Jalen Hurts is 125, those two are not equal. That's not even close.
Jalen Hurts only played like 4 or 5 games in
right.
and that's it.
So I said to Philly 500, hey, Philly, man, your quarterback's going to be here. Would you like me to get an autograph for you? Oh, yeah, that sounds great. He's like, how much is it? I said, it's like $125. Oh, hell no, man. He's not worth that. I'm like, wait.
Like a helmet behind.
I said, wait a minute. You've been pumping up your quarterback. You've been talking about, oh, man, Hurts is looking great. He's doing everything right and everything else. And we're going to win the division. And it's like, but wait a minute. But you're not going to put your money where your mouth is? You literally going to say the man is worthless? You're telling me that you got money to go from California to Nags Head Outer Banks and everything else on vacation, and you're going to leave there, you're going to go to Vegas and hang out in Vegas, and you're telling me that you can't afford, you wouldn't spend $125 on your starting quarterback for the Eagles? And it's like, oh. So I started putting it together. I guess he's still mad about them drafting him. Do you think that's the case? Because he's not. Well, that Carson Wentz was his adopted son.
I'm 100% on with him. Jalen Hurts ain't worth that price. If he was my quarterback, I wouldn't pay that for him.
I'm trying to escape the night, dude. We got lots of haters up in here tonight. What if Stafford gets injured, bro? He's old. And he's got that lion stank on him. He's got that lion stank on him. I hate to tell you that one, my man, but he's got the lion stank on him.
The lines we picked up, said Kellen Moore is gone. Hasn't had the staying power.
Rams reloaded. You really don't know your roster. You have a second quarterback. I don't think the stars are aligned for the Rams or even the Cowboys. Well, you know what? I'm not going to say the stars are aligned for the Cowboys to go to the Super Bowl this year. I'm not going to put myself out there. I look at it from the standpoint of my roster versus the Washington roster, and if things go right for them, I think that the Cowboys have the best roster in the NFC East. Okay, but that doesn't always mean that you're going to be the one that wins it. Okay, it just doesn't. Football is a strange lover that things are just crazy. But what I do like is I like the fact that we ended up saying we're not signing a bunch of old guys. We're going to go ahead and we're going to get the team young. We have a image in our mind of what we want to be. We want to be fast and physical. And I'm going to play my video that is my favorite video out there. I know y'all getting sick of hearing it. But this is going to be what our defense is going to be.
Yeah, we knew whatever conditions were going to come up tonight, we really, one of the main things we want to do was just play at our style. And we did that tonight. That was one of the things going in all year long. We're fast, we're physical, and we have real style about how we play. I thought that came out tonight.
Coach, do you like this big defense again?
I certainly hope so. Couldn't be more proud to be part of that unit that plays, with an aggressive style. We talk about out-hitting people in terms of how we want to affect the quarterback and even checking the ball down the way we want to tackle. We wanted to win it with fundamentals, and our guys work really hard in that fashion. It's something that our coaches.
Thank you, Emily Ann.
We talk tackling, we talk turnovers, really every day that we practice, and that's what came tonight.
What do you get, Jojo?
Well, we certainly have so much respect for their offense the way it did. So I was not surprised that we played well. We've had terrific weeks of practice and preparation. So going into it, we were healthy and really felt like we were going to play fast and physical. We prepared for no huddle for 2 weeks. And to give those group of guys 2 weeks to prepare, the coaches and those players, I think we're going to like the results.
What did you tell your players after the game, Coach?
Really just how proud I was to be part of the unit. And the thing that I was most impressed about is that we really played in a style and fashion that we're accustomed to. We're fast, we're physical, and we played this game on our terms. And that was one of the things we went into the game saying. And for us to go and play it in that way, and have it come true in that way, it was awesome.
Where do the Seahawks rank the all-time greatest defense?
I'll let you guys decide that. I couldn't be more fired up to be part of our unit and the attitude and the way that we play. So I'll leave that to you guys.
Fast and physical.
He's been huge for my.
That's what our defense is going to be. Fast and physical. We got 4 weeks until training camp. Whew, I can't wait. I'm excited. We got 17-game season. We'll have the Hall of Fame game. We're going to be at the Hall of Fame bringing you coverage that nobody else has. And right now, it's time to get your shot glass ready. Wrong button. There we go. Well, as always, everybody, I appreciate you being here. Be safe this weekend. Make sure that you tell Dad Happy Father's Day. Do something special for him. And if it ends up, can't get my words out. If it ends up being that you didn't have a father that was there, make sure you double up then on Mom and make sure you take care of her as well. So as always, it's time to turn off the lights. This party's over.
The party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night. The party's over. And tomorrow and next year starts the same old thing again.